I just wanted to show you guys a quick test hand. This is something that I was just fiddling around with right after filming the video, and I picked up and I'm like, ooh, this can go places. So I want to give you guys a little demo of the stuff that this deck can do. It's very simple. So I started off, I saw this and I'm like, okay, this can get pretty good. Then I drew the Brilliant and I'm like, okay. Probably the very first play you want to do is play Desires, because you just got to get extra stuff. So I looked, and I'm like, okay, oh, there went both of those, one of those, and it's just like, okay. You lose Reincarnation and other Desires. You lose a few combo pieces. A little saddening. Then I drew. And I'm looking at it, and it's like, wow. The amount of stuff I can do, not just during my turn, but during their turn, just went crazy. Go for Brilliant, of course. So then you send Garnet, and then you send Candina. Does not matter what you shuffle right now, because you've literally, everything else from here on is search. So you get your Seraphonite. I like to use that zone up there for me, personally. So then you got your Seraphonite, you get your extra normal now. I started off by going for a Alistair the Invoker to search out Invocation. Then using my extra normal, I decided to go for Candina. Searched out Light Stage. Use Light Stage to search a spare Candina. At this point, I decided to use Candina and Seraphonite to go into a Link 2. Since they are both... Nope. Gotta use that, yeah. So you gotta use two with different types of attributes to go into Invoker of Madness. And then from Madness, let's see here. Becomes Alistair the Invoker while on field and grave. Monster's fusion someone you control it, except for your damage type you can discard. Add Invocation or Book of the Law from deck to hand. And if this leaves the field, by an opponent's card effect, you can add an Omega Summon. Now, with all this, I still have tons of resources to go through. So I decided to go Invocation, get rid of Alistair from grave and Candina from grave. And went straight into Maccabi. Because I've fusion summoned, I'm going to discard the Ghost Ogre. Add Invocation from deck to hand. Next, I'm going to activate the effective Invocation in the grave. Return my banished Alistair to hand. And shuffle this Invocation back into the deck. And look at this. I'm going to end up starting next turn with the ability to go for another Seraphonite. I can stop them if they play any sort of search. It's just amazing, the combo this deck can do. So, let's say they go... Let's say I just end here, right? I could go for a Link 3 play, but it would probably be actually bad for my position to do that. So here, they go, let's say they start off with Desires. Bam, droll, and they can't do any more searching. Or let's say they start off with a Candina, because I'm going to play Sky Striker, Trickstar, something like that, who knows. And so that'll leave them with the have to go into stuff without getting the search. If they're starting with Candina, or something like that, or let's say I'm playing some sort of mirror match, like Mech Knight Invoked, right? That'll leave them with a 1000 on board, and they can't really do anything about that. So my turn rolls around. Look at this. I just increased my ability to play. Gonna play Ortho Scorpio. Search out Darlingtona, search Brilliant. Deactivate Brilliant, because you luckily did not draw that. So you send your Garnet. At this point, you're actually going to send Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre very rarely actually gets played by me anymore. It's normally being sent to Graveyard for stuff like Brilliant Fusion and all that sort of stuff. So summon the second Seraphonite. Activate the effect of Alistair. I'm going to discard the spare Ortho Scorpio because I know that my other Darlingtona is banished. So discard, add an invocation. Of course, you lock down anything they have, if they have anything. At this point, you can straight up just take and go for a Link 4 right here. Go for Firewall. Plop him up there. At this point now, you can summon out the Candina, search a Reincarnation. Set it. You still have the extra normal, so summon out Alistair, search an invocation if there is one. I believe the third one is banished. Nope, it's actually still in deck. Sweet. So now you've got an extra search. This entirely revolves around your opponent not ashing or trolling you, but the deck was always like that. It's actually very consistent when it runs. At this point now, you can go for a Link 2 of Sideways Arrows. Or if you really want to, you can go for Nightmare Cerberus or Nightmare Phoenix. Whichever way, Firewall is going to get you a free summon if you have one. So you're probably actually going to want to, before you do that, probably return, say, yeah, probably return, say, Troll to your hand, just because it's the most useful. But you go for Cerberus, you ditch an invocation, you pop their only monster. Next, since you have all this going on, go for a Link 3. So I like to go for Unicorn right here. Sadly, it's not co-linked. Oh, and I forgot to draw for the co-link thing, duh. Yeah, I'm a little off with this. I haven't run in a couple days, but see, look at this. The deck just goes and goes. So now you got the impermanence. You just set that back row. You can choose to summon Droll. In this case, I will. Droll turns into Borloat. If I had another summon, I could. At this point, now I can Invocation by banishing Candina and Alistair from grave, leaving Madness in there. Summon a second Makaba over there. And it's just crazy how this works. Like, if I had the ability to move this Makaba, I would, because then you'd be able to activate your third invocation, but you still have a Reincarnation and an Impermanence to play with, and you've more or less won the game at this point. You don't even have to go any farther. You've got enough damage on board to win. This deck is extremely powerful. I just wanted to, like, showcase this for you guys real quick. I know we don't do a lot of showcase videos like this, but this was something I thought was really good. Ooh, slight hiccup. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy, and I hope that this helps you figure out how to play the deck just a little bit better. As always, though, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Danger Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I'm Danger, and this is the Danger Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel, signing off.